Hi guys, how are we? We are live. We're live. Okay, so it is Monday. I call it Money Making Monday. And in our Monday session, I want to kind of talk with you about what we one of the things that's super dear to my heart. Like it's when I say super dear to my heart, it's super dear to my heart. And it is mastering your finance and battling and managing your money like a pro. Like a pro. The reason why I want to say that is because I remember there were two things that really there are two challenges that I had when I started this money journey. Making money was not really my issue because I had a gift to learn how to create cash flow. Matter of fact, I teach that inside of my group for ambitious women in finance. I teach that those steps, so I'm naturally great at that. And if you're good at something, you're supposed to teach it, right? That's what the Bible says. So, but I think there are three areas when it comes to having that battle with money if we really want to live a fulfilled life. And I think it's understanding the process of these three things, which is you got to make the money, manage it, and multiply it, right? Make, manage, multiply. Making wasn't really my issue, right? Making wasn't really my issue. Like I said, I'm gifted in that. We can go more of that. You can go to joinsherry.com. We teach that every Monday night at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time inside of my group. So making wasn't an issue, but the issue I had is when I started making it, is the battle of how to manage it was my issue. And finding the right support to help you manage it, whether it's your bookkeeper, CPA, all of that stuff. And I know I'm not alone. So there are times you want to make decisions to invest in certain things and do certain things, but you are hesitant because you're afraid of making sure you have enough for the next thing and the next thing. And so so making it was not like I said issue, but manage it when you make it, right? So every single thing in your business must have some type of every single money must have a job, right? Every single dollars must have a job. So I mean, it literally kept me so much in fear, like crippled me from saying yes to opportunities that come because I was like, will I have enough? Do I have enough? And opportunities will present itself and I'm like, no, 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 I'm not doing it. I gotta make sure I have enough. I gotta make sure I have this amount in the account at all times. And but it was just sitting in the account. So there was no multiplying going on, right? So one of the things I knew, if I wanted to live a fulfilled life, because that's what it's all about, living a fulfilled life. I knew if I wanted to live a fulfilled life, I would have to really get to the point where I really learn deeply where is that coming from? Like deeper, where's that money story of feeling like I'm not equipped to manage money? Where is that story of battling, not saying yes to myself to other things that I know I deserve and I need to have? Where's that coming from? Because it's not, and let's be clear, you're not doing it in a selfish way. You actually want to learn your money story so you can reframe and reprogram your mind. um so when I noticed that with myself, when I know, and maybe it's just me, maybe I'm the one that battle with the managing of the money, because maybe it's just me. Maybe this video is just for me. But if you're out there and you're just like me, I want to say welcome to the club. Right? And what freed me from this space that I'm in, struggling with your finance, like, can feel overwhelming, like a constant battle to make ends meet. You're not alone. In this eye-opening video, we want to dive deep into the world of personal finance and offering practical tips and strategies to help you take control of your money and pave the way for financial freedom. What is financial freedom, Sheriff? To me, is fulfillment, right? Fulfillment. Everyone have that number that they want to reach to feel fulfilled, so they don't have to worry about tomorrow or something. So I wanted you to discover and key insight on budgeting, saving, investing, and much more. So, whether you're just starting out or you're in a financial journey or you're looking to level up your money management skills, this video has something for you. So, really quick, building number one, building a solid budget. Let me say this about this, and these are just tips when it comes to when it comes to really working on your money management or managing of the money, not really making it, but more the managing of it. Building a solid budget. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you, I never liked the word budget because it felt so limited. um it felt so limited, so I never liked the word budget because I live in a world that is abundance and prosperity. Because my way of handling things is because I have a gift of knowing that I'm a creator. I came from a creator, and I can create something that can make me money. I can create something. I live in a manifesto, especially I um have a movement of ambitious women who are in sales and finance, and we have something called our manifesto. Matter of fact, I'm gonna drop the link down here at the bottom so you guys can have access to it as well. And it's just a declaration of me saying, hey, these are the principles that I stand on, and anything that violated this principle is a no-no for me. So one of those principles is knowing that I came from a creator and I'm a creator as well, because I came from my dad who was a creator. In the beginning, God create. So I'm a creator. So understanding that is the ability to say, hey, if I'm short somewhere or short financially, I have value within me. So do you have value within you so you can create that financial to meet that financial needs. And even if you're not able to meet that financial needs, an opportunity will present itself where the financial needs may even be taken care of without you even have to meet the need. But either way, you got the point. So building a solid budget, learning how to create a budget that works for you, and ensuring every dollar has a purpose. That's super important for me. So, and because I know that's not where my strength was, this is why it was so important for me to hire first a bookkeeper to help me understand where all my money's going. So, we have a quarterly report that we do every quarter. I have every other month, and then we have every quarter to see what am I spending money on? Like what is my top thing I'm spending on? Where can we cut costs? Where do we need to make more? So when I say budget, I don't want budget to be a limited. That's why I don't even like the word budget. I really don't even like the word budget. And I don't, and because I don't like anything that say live below your means. That's another thing too. And I'm not saying a budget does that, but I don't like anything. And how about you? I would love to hear your opinion about budgeting. So it's just ensuring that every dollar has a purpose. And that was important to me to understand. So there were days where I have the money, but I would make sure everything is allocated first. And then, and let me say this too. I have to point this out. This is so important. One thing I'm big on, like I am always making sure that I do my best to always pay off my debt to my debtors, right? Because abundance flow, and when you are holding back on your own agreement or own thing, what happened is you're delaying your own blessing, and I'd never want that, never want that. So I'm always making sure that my coaches and things that I said yes to and invest in it, that's going to make me a better person. I'm always making sure that is also taken care of. I'm always making sure I have a legal agreement or an integrity agreement to pay what I owe. That has always been my thing. And I think that has gotten me so many places just because of my covenant in what I believe and what I stand for when it comes to assuring that my word is my bond. And now, because I'm like that, it backfires on me sometimes because I will be like, yeah, I'll just pay for this, I'll just pay for that. And then I have my bookkeeper, my CPA freaking out. Like, what the heck? Like, no, we can. So, hiring a bookkeeper for me to be able to build a solid budget helps her and I let her make the decision this time based on the data, based on information she see. And then, but there are days when my spirituality has to be the one that guide me. So she'll give me her professional feedback when it comes to budgeting, but then I will make sure my spiritual guide me, because at the end of the day, I'm all about allowing a flow of money to be a receiver of it, and not allowing the numbers to stand in my way, especially when it comes to my education, my knowledge of the things that I do and what I want and all this good stuff. So same thing. Hopefully you do the same thing. This the second part of when we talk about mastering your finance and battling and managing your money like a pro. The second part is saving strategies, right? So I know the bank right now is not giving you crap, right? It's not giving you that much. But saving strategy, like uncovering powerful technique to boost your savings and achieve your financial uh, goal faster. So in building a budget, I always say, if that's not your strength, make sure you get a CPA, make sure you get a bookkeeper. I know the first thing coming to your mind is like, Sherry, can I afford? Yes, I didn't think I could either, but I did. So you can. You just have to walk by faith, knowing that you can. Right, literally, like that's why spirituality is so strong, because spirituality are allow you to do things that your physical self didn't think you could do on your own. Saving strategy. So saving strategy for me is pay myself first. I cannot stress that enough. Pay myself first. And here's another thing. I used to have this thing where every time I had to reset my financial temperature. So I was used to the money being in my account. As soon as I get there, I'm spending it. Like I'm spending it. So I had to reset the amount that I'm used to seeing in my bank account to not move. Like, I don't care what I gotta do. This is the amount. It's not moving. I had to reset that. I had to reset that. But within reason, like I said, I have to pay bills on time and all this stuff, but within reason, because when I was in law enforcement, I was used to my like, let's say I have $100 left before the next paycheck. I'm like, oh, I can spend it. I can go fast food, whatever it may be. I could call out, grab some food or whatever, because it just not supposed to be there in my mind. That's how much had money issues that I had to overcome. Because seeing $100 for the next person should be great, but for me, it was like, oh no, I'm gonna get paid. It's gonna bounce back. So I had to really work on setting the temperature of what should be my savings and not freak out. I really had to do that. Like, and not thinking, oh, this is evidence I didn't go party. Right. So saving strategy for me is really working on the temperature of what my mind is used to seeing in my account at all times. That one was good. That one was a good. We have to reset that thermostat. Oh my goodness, that's a good one in so many ways. Because from the savings, that's where I'm able to go to number three, which is smart investing. From the savings, I will move it to the savings. Okay, so it's out of my active money that I'm doing, bills that I'm paying, my overhead costs, and all this stuff. Then from the savings, that's when I will pull from that to put in investments that are going to multiply for me, right? So your savings plan is always paying yourself first, again, like I said, and each buckets, that's what I call them, buckets, account has its own job, right? So as soon and it has its own job, and as an entrepreneur, that can be super challenging. So let me tell y'all the secret of what I do. This is what I do. Talk to your CPA, talk to your bookkeeper. I am not your CPA. I am not your bookkeeper. I'm just telling you what I do. Okay. Okay. So what I do is I use a credit card. I am a big credit card person. Like, so I put everything on a credit card, because why? I can get my points. So in getting my points, as I use that credit card, I'm building up points that I can use for travel, whatever it may be. So I put everything on a credit card and I pay that credit card off in full. I paid off in full. And when I paid off in full, so I don't have any fees, I don't have anything like that. So I really create myself this bucket. And I'm telling you, you're talking to somebody who had the worst credit score ever, right? That's coming back from that space. So how am I able now to do that? Well, um, once I got myself in order, and there's different people you can reach out to because that's not my area of expertise. Once I got myself in order, I started getting small credit card. I think when my we I would get like a $500 budget, and then I would see my $500 budget go up to $200 budget, and then from the credit card the amount, and then it would go to five. It would go from 5 to 2, then it go to 8. So I started seeing healthy spending, and as as the creditors see healthy spending, they start increasing your amount. So because they started seeing healthy spending, so therefore, because they're seeing healthy spending, I was able to build a nest. I call it a financial nest. And so I would take all my bills, put it all on a credit card. If that credit card is maxed out, baby, you're gonna have to wait. Like, like that's the thing. That is the thing. Like, so put that on a savings and then pay that off in full. So now I'm getting my points. My points add up. I can use my points for whatever I want. So that's how I'm able, and again, that takes discipline, right? Because I'm saying it, but it's also, are you disciplined to do it, to pay completely off? Are you disciplined? And discipline means, that means whatever is in my checking account that covers the credit card is not getting moved. It is not moving. It is not moving until it's time for me to pay that one lump sum. Things go, what goes in the checking stays in the checking. Only one big lump sum come out to pay off all the bills. That has worked for me for so long. It's been working up for me, and I know it's working because I'm getting opportunities to get more offers of credit card and so on and so forth. And so not only is it working for my credit score, but it also working for my giving me more opportunities to have um to be more responsible. That's the key word as a CEO, right? So that's managing when it comes to your business, when it comes to that's managing when it comes to mastering your finance and battling and managing your money like a pro. And the last thing I want to go over is my smart investment. So when it comes to smart investment, this is your make, right? This is your multiply. I'm sorry. This is your multiply. So you build it, and because what we don't realize is you have to keep making money until your multiply, the money where you put to in your investment, start making you back money. So you're pushing all the money that you're making as much as you can after your overhead cost is cut off. You're pushing all of that money to some type of savings that's going to keep giving you money. That is the end goal. That is the end goal. So when it comes to smart investing, you got to get expert advice on how to make that money work for you, from stocks, bonds, real estate, and so on, right? But I see a lot of people will go to um the multiplying money, but they have not worked in the make money yet. They have not built or overcome their financial challenges to gain a valuable insight on how to tackle debt and handle unexpected expenses. We My husband and I just got a information. We are on a goal to pay off one of our houses, and we got a we got an email saying that we need to be able to our escrow is going to be short, right? So that's unexpected bills that comes up. I hire a couple of people in my company, unexpected bills that comes up. So we have to make sure that we are in a financial place to be able to take care of that when those type of things comes up. So that's why is understanding the value inside of how to tackle these debt. That's why when we're talking about savings, that's where the savings account come in. Now don't get me wrong, savings doesn't have much interest, but that's where your savings account comes in, to where you can, if it's not something you can use a credit card, but you have that money to pay it off. Or what, our AC had went out one time, but to God be the glory, because I work on my money mindset, because I work on my $1 million mindset, that was able to really get me to where I am today. And this has been a game changer for my business, is really understand what the print there are four principles. And I don't have time to go four steps, and I don't have time to go through all of it because I'm going to drop the link below so you can grab it. But there are four principle that four things that I think principle is one of them. Number one, in understanding how to overcome those challenges, because those challenges with money is not external. It's an internal work that needs to be done. So don't let money stress you out or hold you back, right? You just got to join us and like really get empowered in the journey of empowering you to first take this first step towards a brighter future. So I'm going to stop there, but really overcoming financial challenge is for me is being able to know that I have the ability to create revenue, right? So ask yourself, and I want you to comment below, does your issue with money stem from making it, managing it, or multiplying it? Which one for you? Making, manage, or multiply? I would love to hear your feedback on what that looks like. I love to hear your feedback. And before I go, I want to tell you this. I believe in you, whether I know you personally or not. And I believe that money is good in your hands. And because I believe money is good in your hands, it's so important that you understand how to make, manage, and multiply that money. And it start with understanding the mindset, the millionaire mindset. I have a millionaire mindset mastery that goes deeper inside of that because I wish somebody had told me that. And you can grab that link below for the Millionaire Mindset Mastery. It's a four-part audio that goes dive deeper into how to create that blueprint that millionaires have been using that I did not know. I did not know this until made my first six figures. And then when I made my first six figures, I'm like, why didn't anyone tell me this? Why didn't anyone tell me this? Why did they wait till now to tell me? I was baffled that I was not aware of this. And I decided to go back and record a four-part audio so you too can understand the four-part blueprint of the millionaire mindset. And this is just something that I wish people had told me on getting more clarity because I'm just thinking that something was wrong with me. Why can't I hold on to money? Why am I have always buying stuff or what? Keep in mind when I buy stuff, 90% of the time is to improve in an area. So it's not like so that's not a bad thing. We got student loans because we wanted to go to school. So it wasn't a bad thing. So anyway, that's all I got for y'all, and I'll talk to you later.